Some days I do feel like the good old days of bass fishing, it may be over. I feel like so much has changed in the span of 3, 4, maybe 5 years. And I understand, I get it. Like, that's a part of human life. That's the circle of life. Things change and they move on. But I mean, I can honestly say, I hope the good old days of bass fishing, I hope that isn't gone forever. When I say good old days, I think what I'm talking about is how it was, at least for me in the beginning. When I was a teenager, I used to fish this place called the Saluda River. And it felt a little bit like punishment to only be able to fish there. I only had a little 12-foot jumbo. The fishing was terrible. It's really not that good, which it seems weird to document a lake where the fishing is not that good, but it's special to me. I had no idea that later on in life, where I am now, I would grow to appreciate the beginning the way that I do now. It's special to me for a bunch of reasons. My granddad fished there, my dad fished there, so I heard the stories all through the years of how my family fished on this particular river. When you fast forward 25 years, it seems like it's the coolest place ever to go catch a bass to me. I'll be honest, some days I do feel like the good old days of bass fishing, it may be over.
I didn't realize how much fun I was having 15, 20 years ago when I just came fishing to go fishing and get bites, set the hook, throw out, and set the hook. I don't like.
Let's see when I'm gonna catch one on. Oh, uh-oh. There's gonna catch a couple on a spinner bait. Coolest part about fishing like this is literally all I need is these 3 boxes. I got a little bit of terminal gear, a few soft plastics in that box.
What I always loved about fishing at the river, you never needed a lot of tackle. You didn't need a lot of things. I always used about 3 or 4 things. I used a buzz bait, spinner bait, some type of Texas rig or jig that you could flip the wood and so forth with. And that's really it. You didn't need a lot of stuff down here to fish on the river. It's simple fishing. That's what I like about this. It's all about your approach in this game.
Hopefully this place is not too washed out, rutted out to get a boat and trailer. What I may have to do is kind of pull in here. Oh God, like even just coming off the road is horrible. I may have to like pull in here and then walk it and see what it looks like. It looks like it's gonna be kind of sketch, even just coming off the road.
So the unique thing about this river is this is not a lake. It may be pretty big in some areas, but you can't put a normal bass boat in here. And it's not because you don't have the water to fish in here with a bass boat. The biggest issue with the Saluda River is access to the water.
Hey, it's pretty intense, but this is half of the fun. Half of the fun is trying to get to the fun. As long as we can get back out of here. Now, that's the thing. I'm gonna get out here and keep fishing, then can't get back home. Let's see. That rock right there, that could probably not be that good. I might have to get out and check this out.
There's really only 2 access points. And the access point that I used to use when I was in high school, it's not exactly, it's pretty sketch. I'll be honest with you, it's sketch. It's kind of spooky down there. You drive down in the woods through some wood puddles and then you drive right by the dam, the spillway. But when you get back in there, it was like a place where people from Belton used to go and just hang out. You know, I just wanted to go fishing. I wasn't caring about partying and mud dogging and all that. I just wanted a nice place to go fishing. So it was always a little spooky down there. Luckily, I didn't have the most expensive truck in high school. As a matter of fact, I had an old clunker. So I had the perfect rig. I had a cheap boat, cheap trailer, and a cheap truck where I could go and drive down this trail that was extremely rough and launch my boat and go fishing.
We made it. We made it. We come through the Amazon to get down here to the river. I can't believe I still had access down here. I was worried about it being real rutted out and everything, but
It's all over now. All we got to do now is actually get the boat in the water down here. This is where I used to drive my little white truck down here, and I would like assemble my whole 12-foot boat like right here in the sand. Take all the motor, the engine, the gas tank, assemble it off, and just push it in the water from right here. We launched that sucker, big boy. Come on, cuz. We in the water now. Gonna be a good day. Gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. I always bring aluminum boat down here just because I know it's light. I can launch it really easily. And you know, they float a little shallower, so I have access to some of the backwater ponds that I'm probably gonna have to fish today. This is gonna be good. I was really worried about the conditions because it's obviously blown out. I mean, it's muddy. It's real muddy, which is not exactly the best ideal conditions, but it's clean enough to catch some fish. I'm going to this little backwater pond that the river flows this way, and there's a backwater pond that's adjacent to the river where the mouth is down that way, so it doesn't get all that fresh muddy water that comes into the system. So it stays a little clearer. That's what we're headed to. But even out here on the main, I think it's clear enough to catch. We're gonna catch something. It honestly hasn't been that hot around here. It's hot today. Did you see him hit that buzzbait? Holy smokes. I'm like, I thought the freaking tree fell on the freaking buzzbait. Did you see him hit it? God, when he hit it, I could have sworn that was going to be like a 5-pounder. Like, he locked it down a little bit too. He totally locked it down. Little fighter, you little fighter. Whoa. All right. I'm going to say this and it's going to make sense once I end it, but the fishing's not that great here. And so you would wonder, like, why would you get so excited about fishing a place where the fishing's not great? Because everybody wants to fish where the fishing is great. But I like to fish here because there's a backstory there. My granddaddy grew up fishing that river, and my dad grew up fishing that river. And I've heard the stories of what fishing was like 50 years ago, 60 years ago there. So there's like this connection that I have there. I never got to meet my granddad that taught my dad how to fish. So there's a connection there because I know that I'm actually spending time somewhere that my family spent time, and there's been memories made there. So I just love fishing there. I like the way the river lays out. This is gonna sound crazy. I like the way the river smells. It has a smell to it. So it's just a special place. Like, I just connect with it, even though the fishing is not that great there. It's not a place you go and you catch 15 or 20 fish. A good day you catch 3 or 4. That's just the way the river is because of the nature of the habitat there. But the reason I go there is it's deeper than just catching a bass. It's just kind of tapping into that family history. Yeah. Gosh. There's one of my little friends. They still live in the river here. We're starting to crack the code a little bit. All I need is a little clue. This is fun, man. It's one of my old friends from back when I was in high school. Look at that. Look at that stomach right there. This is still healthy as can be. This place has got some healthy fish in it, that's for sure. It's definitely still got some healthy largemouth in it. Wow. he wants to stay with me. He's like, I haven't seen you in 15 years. My granddad's been telling me about you. And there he goes. Man, it was cool. When I was a kid, I only had a little 12-foot jumbo, so I didn't have the choices of driving a whole bunch of places, so I only fished down here, no matter what the conditions are. So I remember this little slough. It's not river fed. This is almost like a backwater. So it doesn't get muddy when the river gets extremely blown out like what it is today. It's even got muddier since we got here today. So I would always come in here, and there would be days that I would just do circles in this one pond, and every time, you know, you'd come by one specific laydown and one rock, and you wouldn't get bit by it. By the third time you came by it, you'd get a bite. But it's the only place I had to fish, so I had to learn how to fish it during various conditions. When it was high and clear, or when it was low, a lot of times they'll pull the water down 3 or 4 foot. So I'm glad to get back at it. This is a challenging river. It is not an easy place to fish. That is for sure. This is a place that'll really test you. It'll really make you a better fisherman, because it's not that easy to fish here. As I'm fishing, I'm noticing that a lot of things are still the same as they were 20, 25 years ago, but there's definitely some areas that have changed a little bit. I noticed that some areas of silted in are way shallower and it's hard to even access now. Like, you could kind of fish your way into them. Now you've got to pretty much blow over the sandbar, get in there and set down in whatever little depression you can find. So some things have changed. The wood has moved around. There was little banks, little stretches that I used to always hit. I used to run around with that little 7.5, just hit this little lay down, stretch of lay downs, hit that little stretch of lay downs. And as I'm going down the river, I'm noticing that like some of these places are just mud banks. So I assume that over the years, hurricanes and floods have washed out a lot of the laydowns, and they've just moved around a little bit. A lot of the same depressions, a lot of the banks that were deep a couple years ago are still deep. A lot of the ones that are silted in are still silted in, but I definitely noticed that a lot of the wood has moved around like considerably. Yep. Biggin, biggin, biggin. Biggin, bro. That is a freaking tank, dude. Dude, that is a freaking tank. I'm gonna swing him, I'm gonna swing him, I'm gonna swing him. Yeah. Bro. Woo. I flipped it up there. I flipped it on that laydown. I had just got through saying, I was like, bro, he should be on that laydown. The good old fashioned good stuff, baby. Bro, I flipped it on that laydown. The line never went down. I flipped it over there, it goes. I was like, man, I know it's more than like a foot right there. The line just sat there on top of the water. He got it. Him got it in his mouth, baby. Ow! He got it. That's a good one. They're still in the same places they always were in way back in the day. Plus, I still got it. I still got it. I got a little few more gray hairs than I had when I was back in high school, but I still got the good. I still got that good. I got the yum yum. This area of the country right here, all the lakes and rivers are kind of renowned for being clear water fisheries, blueback herring, light line fishing. And I do a lot of that. But when I look back at my teen years and the style of fisherman that I am now in my 30s, going into 40s, but I see how much those years had to do with the style of fisherman I am now.
Looking back, I think about it at the time, I didn't know I was gonna grow to appreciate what seemed like underprivileged fishing trips. I thought at the time I was thinking I didn't really have that much opportunity. I was feeling almost like there was this glass wall between where I wanted to go and where I was.
Get one. Get one. Get one. One smack. He smacked it. He smacked it. Boom! That's what I'm talking about, baby. Boosh! Ain't nothing wrong with it. The river is alive and well, baby. It's alive and well. This is why I come down here. Now it's challenging. It's always hard to kind of figure out what's going on for the days. It changes hour by hour. It'll be rivers up, then rivers down. The river's muddy, the river's clear. It's flooded, then it's like they pull the complete bottom out of it. But if you kind of like, if you get in the groove and kind of get with what's going on with the program, you can catch a couple bites. Catch a couple fish, you can catch a couple bites. They're always so chunky here, so healthy. I think it's because I don't feel like there's like a giant population of fish in the river. So the ones that you do catch, they get, they get what they need in food. Look, I made him nervous. See his tail jumping? I made him nervous because that's what I do.
I'm learning why there's so much pushback with fishing tech. I get it now. Fishing is an emotional sport. I mean, it has a lot of history. It has a lot of sentimental value to it. One thing about it is all fishermen speak the same language. I'm talking regardless of what species you're chasing. Doesn't matter what part of the country you're from. Doesn't matter if you fish out of a boat or from the shoreline. We all speak the same language. So some of my best friends have come from us sharing our history of old school traditional fishing out of some kind of small aluminum rinky-dink little boat somewhere in the river.
My dad had me in the boat changing my diapers fishing for shoal bass on the Flint River, and basically before I was born, that's how he came up with my name, was Flint, because he grew up fishing that his whole life.
So I would imagine fishing here probably influenced the fisherman you are today, what you like
Absolutely.
to do, the techniques, the baits you fish, probably come from fishing the Flint River, I would imagine.
Yep. And all these tournaments we go to, I try to just take anything I've learned from here and try to apply that there.
Right.
And get around some current if I can, because that's what I love to do. I'm a river fisherman. So if there's a river, I'm going up it. If there's current, I'm gonna be around it. If there's rocks, I'm gonna be fishing it. So that's what I try to do.
Just throwing very simple setup today. Wait a minute, Flint, what are you gonna do, catch one?
I mean, if you want me to.
Every time I try to talk, very simple setup. Start off with just a plain old shaky head. You already know the one it is. SMH heads from Z-Man. This is an 1/8 ounce. Fishing these shoals, they're really shallow. It's not, you're fishing 2 foot, 3 foot max. Throwing it up in a shoal, really just kind of letting the current do the work, just letting that thing bounce along the rocks. There's a little bit of wood scattered here and there, but mostly it's about current breaks. Just throwing my worm on there. That's the SMH worms. This worm was designed around the head. You've seen me catch a lot of fish on it. And I'm actually just burying my hook right into the plastic. I don't Texas pose it. I don't Carolina pose it. I don't Pennsylvania slide it. I put it right into the plastic. A last check is really, look at the hook stats. Look at the hook stats. Oh my God. Oh, I didn't know shoal bass jump.
Oh, they jump.
Here, you handle that. I'll get the trolling motor. I've run one in the day.
Dude, they're stacked. Right?
Oh, they're stacked. Hey, they're stacked. They're
Hey, give me a shoal bass over a smallmouth. I'll take a
We'll
shoal
see about
bass.
that by the end of the day. What are you doing with your drag? You ain't got it set or something?
Nah, he's pulling it.
I don't know about that.
He's pulling
I
it.
think you.
He's
I think
pulling
you're
it.
juicing that for everything it's worth.
No.
I think you're juicing that. I don't know. Maybe he is pulling it. That one's about. This is a decent one. That's a good one for you to start
Yeah,
off
for
with.
me, yeah, that's probably the best one I've ever caught.
Yeah, that's a good
That's
one.
a good
for
one
you.
right there.
Yeah. I like that kind.
God, they're awesome. Just taking that dang rock down there, and I guess I come over the top of it, and he's sitting right there behind it.
You probably know where all the rocks are.
I know every single one of them.
It's probably, yeah, I got a rock down here I found in 19, well, you weren't even born in 19 something. Well, there's a rock I found down here in 2015.
2002 is when I was born.
The earliest trip that you can remember fishing on the Flint River. It may not be your first one, but the earliest one. Tell me about that. What was that like?
I mean, the one that I really started understanding the Flint River is when it finally like clicked with me. Like, man, I love this place. You know, catching a shoal bass on my own the first time, instead of casting out there reeling it in. Yeah, that was fun. But catching it myself and learning and understanding the Flint River, which is something that all rivers are kind of the same and they're different in many ways. But whenever it all clicked and I finally started understanding the current, rocks, shoal bass, what they live on, how to catch them. That's kind of when I remember that, and I mean that was probably 8 or 9 years old. I didn't know much, but I started to learn it and understand it a little better, and that's what made me fall in love with it.
That might be a better one.
I don't know. At first I thought it was really small, now it feels better. Yeah, that's a lot better. Oh, there's another one with him. There's another one with him. Another one with him. Drop it down there. There's another one with him. There was another one with him. I'm gonna have to get down and get this one.
It's a decent one right there.
Yeah, that's a decent one. I mean, what do you expect?
I mean, that's all you catch.
What do you expect? You're like, that's a decent one. Like, I can't catch decent ones. You must not know who I am. Look at that. That ain't nothing wrong with that. That ain't nothing wrong with that. Huh?
They don't get old the way they look.
They don't get old. They just like me. Shoal bass don't crack. Shoal bass don't crack. Hey, look at that. Look at the markings on it. They're always, they're always so defined, such defined. I call it tiger markings. I don't know what the proper word for it is.
Yeah, they call them tiger bass sometimes.
Tiger bass, yeah. Before we get out of here today, they'll be all called Brian Latimer bass, because that's what I do, is I come up here and catch them.
Catch all of them.
Most of the bites that I seem to get were out in the middle on the shoals.
Yep.
Anytime you saw a dark spot, a stump, sometimes you wouldn't even see necessarily anything on the bottom. You couldn't visually see it, but if there was a glare on the water, you could look and you'd see a little bulge, and a lot of times that was a rock, a single boulder sitting there. You throw towards that and let that current kind of wash it down into the front of the boulder. Got him.
And it really seemed like the more that we just let the bait do what it wanted to do, the more that the more we caught.
Absolutely, definitely. It seems like letting the current take your bait down, and just letting it just kind of tickle on the bottom was the key to getting bites.
Yep. Those shoal bass, they're sitting so close on the bottom and behind those rocks just to ambush that bait whenever it comes over. So if you're sitting here working it fast, you're not really going to be in the strike zone for one that's on the bottom and wanting to eat something on the bottom. So I think that's why that natural presentation, just letting it do what it wants to do, works so well.
Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This might be a good one.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Double.
This is a decent one.
You got a decent one?
Yeah, it's a decent one.
Well, I mean, I ain't catching small ones myself. I ain't catching. Where are you going? Was he going to the bank with you? You got on a bass or an alligator?
I don't know.
I got on.
God, listen to that thing run.
What do you got on? Let me get out of your way. Yeah, you go back there. I'll hold the boat for you. I'll hold the boat for you. I'll hold you. I got your back.
God, they fight so hard, dude.
That is a good one.
That is a pretty one.
That is a good one. I'm surprised I didn't catch that one. I'm surprised I didn't catch that one.
That's your bass, Brian. I'm not supposed to catch those.
Oh.
Look at that.
I'm actually really surprised.
SMH worm, baby. That's a good one. June bug. Dude, they like the June bug.
Yeah. It's not even June if you think about it, so that's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
Oh.
God, that's a pretty one. 3-pounder?
Every bit of it. On my scale, he is.
Yeah, he might be 5.
He's on the air scale, he's every bit of 3 pounds.
Yeah. Awesome little worm. June bug too. You ain't caught one yet, bro?
God. Yeah, I got one now. I got a pretty good one actually.
Do you really?
Dude, I thought I was hung in a rock.
You got some head shakes on it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You can jump, but you can't hide. Let me just sit down.
Now see, now Flint had to fight his for a while. I brought mine right to the boat.
Yeah.
Because I've been working out a lot.
And you're Brian, so
And
like.
I just got, I got the gift and I got to use it. I am the Miss Cleo of bass fishing. Purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. I just want to thank all my supporters, all my fans, friends and enemies alike.
I keep saying on every one of them, but they're so pretty.
They're just so beautiful to me. Can't you see? Come on, Flint. Uh-oh.
That's a big one.
That's a big one. He says it's a big one. Holy smokes. Same worm, same game, same man. No joke.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one?
Yeah. Seriously, seriously. Real talk. No cap. Okay, there's a little bit of cap involved in this, okay? I'm sorry. There's a little bit of capping. I apologize. I was hopeful and I was positive. What? Right at the boat, huh? Hey, but one thing about it, they can't say we ain't catching them though, boy. They can't say that, huh? They can't. Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, bro, what you? I didn't do nothing to nobody. I'm gonna throw you back, okay? Here, I want you to throw your own back because that's bad luck. Oh, what?
I told you.
Got him. Oh, there's another one with him.
There's a couple of them.
Two. There's three of them with him. It's like three of them. Oh, wow. This is turning into a spectacular show. This is turning into a spectacular show. I'm just gonna sit here and just take my time. I got nothing to rush. I got nowhere to be. I got no job. It's Friday. It's 6 o'clock. I ain't got nothing to do. I'm just hitting my partner in the head with my rod, but it's okay.
Oh my
I got nothing to do. Huh?
That was pretty cool though. I follow that swim bait out and you just.
I don't know what to think anymore. I'm having fun in the sun, okay? Great tropical environment. We got current. We got cypress trees. We got clear water. We've got a little river. We're river fishing today, guys. Welcome to Straight Up Fishing. Enjoy yourselves. That's one. One we've been waiting for. Oh, he's coming right at you. You don't know what you got. You never know what you got when they come right at you. Then he turns around, goes the opposite. You don't know.
He ain't small, I can tell you that. Oh, it's a big one.
Is it a big one?
It's a big one.
Okay.
It's a big one.
Why did he come running at the boat that way?
I don't know, Brian, but it's a big one. That's all that matters.
Why did he come at the boat?
That's all that matters.
Are you in your bag?
I'm in my bag.
Oh, yes!
Yes, sir.
Yes!
That's what I'm talking about. Give me some.
Are you talking about it, though?
We're talking about
Are you talking about it or catching it, though?
That's
Oh,
a
you
big
swapped up colors on me. You put on the old mud bug.
Mud bug,
You didn't
baby.
even talk to me about that. Dude, that's a good one.
I can't tell you everything.
Well, he's meaty. Look at him.
It's 4.5 pounder.
That's Big Iana. That's Big Iana.
Look at that fish.
Oh, Big Iana.
You knew we were gonna catch one right here too.
She got on them yoga pants too. One thing is really important. You want to be a really good shaky head fisherman is your setup. If I can get away with it, I do like to use a braid to fluorocarbon setup. And today that's what I'm using. The reason I like braid to fluorocarbon, I'm throwing a really light sinker, 1/8 ounce sinker on my shaky head. I'm throwing a 6.5 inch straight tail worm. If you're throwing that on straight fluorocarbon, it can be a little tough to get it out there. One of the advantages of braid using a braid to fluorocarbon setup is you can get much further casts with a lighter lure. The braid's gonna be smaller diameter, lets that line get out there, you can reach out, touch them. If you see a light spot or dark spot, something you wanna cast at. So I'm using it for that. Of course, you got other benefits like increased sensitivity. It lasts longer, it doesn't get as many line twists. So if you want to be a really good shaky head fisherman, I would highly encourage you to go to braided fluorocarbon setup. I'm using a 13 Fishing Arios 2.0. It's just a really good smooth reel, nice drag on it, and it lets me get that bait out there really far. That's my rod and reel setup. I really like the 2.0 or 2000 series spinning reels for this, mainly just because of weight. If I'm using a straight fluorocarbon setup, a lot of times I'll use a little bit bigger spinning reel. Just because a bigger spinning reel, it coils the line a little bit bigger so you don't get as many line twists on it. But that's the setup. I think that's a good setup for you guys if you're new to shaky head fishing. This is a good one to start off with. Now I would like to get my shaky head back if you don't mind. What, Flint? What? This ain't SeaWorld. Oh, trying to hold him. I want to give him a proper release. I don't want to get canceled for improper release. Oh, Big Iana.
I got one.
Oh, it's a pretty good one,
it's a
bro.
good
That's a
one.
big, look at all of them. Look at all of them.
Throw it down
Holy
there.
smokes.
Just drop it down there.
Oh, is it getting my line? Did he get in the line?
No, you're good. Please tell me.
Oh my God, that was a big one. That was a freaking
Dude, there was like
giant.
4 or 5 of them.
I saw him. Dude, that's a big one. He was acting like he wasn't big at first. Did you want to, I didn't know if you wanted to stop or keep
No,
posting.
oh, he's got me hung up.
Oh no.
Dude, I will dive in to
Oh
get this fish.
no.
No, no.
Oh, that is a big one, bro. We hadn't caught any shoal bass on the bank today, and all of a sudden there was that one.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, is he gonna come out or no?
I don't know. I'll dive in though, 100%. Dude, I will dive. I'm diving in, 100%. I see him right there. He's out. He's out.
Oh, he's out. Oh God,
Dude,
that's a big one.
it's
That's
a
the
big
biggest
one,
one
dude.
today. That's a big one. That's a big one. Oh my God, that's a big one. Oh my God, that is.
Oh my God, they're all down there, Brian.
Oh, they still there?
Yes, they're still down there.
Oh, my worm's messed up now.
I can't do anything with them.
Well, he's only about 7 pounds of meat. He's using that current against you.
He's actually wearing me out.
He's using that current against you.
I know my line's got to be frayed.
Oh my gosh, what a bass!
Boom, baby! God, look at that.
That is
thing.
a big one.
And there was like 5 with it, and they were all the same size.
I saw when he jumped, he came up and jumped, boom, 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 argy. All of them, I was just black under there.
Yeah, I figured they were gonna leave when they saw the boat, but they just stayed
No, they
with them.
stayed there with that one. I tried to throw mine down there, it's just, but I couldn't help but watch what you were doing while I was trying to throw at him.
He got me hung up like 3 times.
At least 3 times.
'Cause I set the hook and he was already hung up, and then he dove back in there and got me hung up again.
Big Iana. You need to be like rehydrated after that.
That's a big one.
I made this post on social media a few days ago, and I was talking about this very subject of technology and the tremendous, it's been a long way fishing has come in the last 5 years. And I want to be clear, even though, even in this video, you're paying homage to the old school way of fishing and showing appreciation for the old school way of fishing. The coolest thing about this sport is it's one of the most objective sports there is. It can be, you can do it any way you want to. Fishing can be executed on in so many different ways, and all of those ways are right. So I want to be clear that the fact that I do honor the way that old school fishing has created the person I am. It doesn't mean that you demonize where the sport is going. It doesn't mean that you demonize technology. All those things are good, but I really appreciate the simplicity of old school fishing.
So dude, I'm really happy we got to do this.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite places to come fish. It's just kind of a dirt road in the middle of nowhere, and it's just peaceful and calm, and bite's usually pretty good.
So like, how are these lakes set up? I see it's like we're fishing in a lake here. There's a lake across the levee here. It's like a levee. Like, what is going on here?
So these are a bunch of old phosphate mines, and they've been here for a long time, and they're all, like, over time just become a little different. So some of them will have cleaner water, some of them will have dirtier water. For the most part, it's a bunch
it's
a bunch of hydrilla.
Again, here we go already. We call it straight up fishing because what we do is we get in the boat and we catch bass. It's straight up fishing. This ain't straight up talk about where we are. This ain't straight up let's talk about lures. This is straight up fishing. And he threw them back. We don't need none of that fancy slow motion stuff. Let's go.
Let's do it again.
Let's go. I got you, boo. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. Look at it. Put the camera on that. I don't even want to look how big he is. How big is it? I'm not looking at it. How big is the fish? Somebody tell me. How big is the fish? Because I didn't even look. I didn't even look how big he is.
It's a nice one.
Oh, I caught him on my buddy Mark. He calls these the chatter hoo-hoo. All right. This is a chatterbait. That's that California talk. But what we're doing today, all right, I'm just gonna throw him back. I'm gonna throw him back because this is straight up catching. We're gonna change the show, rebrand it straight up catching, not straight up fishing. Yeah, that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Straight up catching. We'll get plenty of catches. What? God, I can't talk. I can't talk.
Hey, you said straight up catching.
I can't talk.
Just trying to stick true to.
I'm trying to talk to y'all. I want to talk about my bait. I wanted to talk about the bait.
Here, man.
Throwing a chatterbait. Okay, he caught that on a big old swim bait. But I'm throwing a chatterbait. Here's your secret sauce to my chatterbait. There's a new bait that I've been working on with Jose. This is a creature bait. I'm using it right now on the back of a chatterbait. A little bit later on, we're gonna flip it. We're gonna catch some doing it that way. Who knows how we're gonna catch them on it? I may drag it, I may troll it. We may troll it. We may start a new trend. We may like long line a creature bait to catch some fish today. That's what we're gonna do. The developmental process of coming up with a new bait, a lot of times we're taking something that we maybe already use and we just want to make it better. That's pretty much where I was on the gremlin. It's not necessarily a profile that you may not have seen before, but I can promise you, you haven't had this profile in Elastic. Elastic, we know, is very durable. It has a different action in the water. It floats, so it's going to behave differently. It's going to look differently in the water, so it's going to be something that the fish haven't necessarily seen before. But there are some challenges because of Elastic, and that's what we addressed in this project. We took the formula, stiffened it up a little bit so it holds the hook a little bit better, and that's making it a lot more efficient to fish around grass in particular. Bro, this looks amazing. I think you said there's some hydrilla out here, right?
Yeah, big hydrilla walls.
Oh, I already know. I already picked out a few specimens that I'm going to try this morning. I think I want to try to fish like some of those points. I always like look for points in the hydrilla. I like little or deeper grass, some of that 6 to 8 foot grass, and throw a lipless over the top of it. I would imagine there's some type of brim spawn going on. So I'm stuck between like a brim or shad representation. This is a 13 fishing Magic Man, just casting it over the top. I think with it being such low light today, I'm gonna try this shad pattern Magic Man, see if we can get a couple of 3 bites on it today. You got 2 types of bites in fishing. You got bites, just average fish, and then you got bites. I'm looking for bites.
Let's get it. I might try this guy out.
Try that one. There he is. Oh, Shaky. Oh, now this is the thing. Now we got trebles grabbing them. Gets a little bit more Oh,
There
it
you
gets a little bit more technical, gets a little bit more different.
Dude, those hooks in the Magic Man are, you don't need to change those out.
Guys, fishing a lipless is so much fun. They lock this thing up. I mean, like this is some of the best fishing. I'm not gonna say the best, but it's, what would you say, top 3 for me.
Man, it's fun.
It's pretty fun. It's
It
right up there.
It does
with
not
saltwater
suck.
fish. Yeah, it don't suck at all. You can see we're doing a lot of pumping and jerking, and I promise you, we're not angry, we're not mad. The purpose of what we're doing, a lipless is a sinking bait. This is a Magic Man. This is actually about a 3/4 ounce bait. It's called Magic Man 75. I'm throwing it out in some of that deeper grass. Oh, Jose is catching bass in the grass as I'm telling you how to catch them. And what we're doing, throwing it out in that grass that you can't see. That looks like bank, but down beneath the surface, there's grass down there. You throw it down there, let it sink. And what I'm doing is letting it actually get buried up in that grass. Let it fall back down to the grass. You can watch your line and tell how deep it is. Let it fall back down. Those sound effects is exactly what's going on, because the thing about a lipless, that right there is what draws the fish to the bait. A lot of fun to catch them. 12-pound test line using my graphite composite rod designed just for this. Chatterbaits, lipless crankbaits is exactly what it's best for. Just out here getting after it.
One of the very first things we do is we reach out to our professional anglers. Even though everybody at the company is an avid angler, nobody spends the time that our professional fishermen spend on the water, and they are the most important resource we have for product development. So, for example, we fish the gremlin a lot, and that's a product that I worked with Belat and picked his brain and basically try to understand the requirements of what he was looking for, how he wanted it to hold the hook, how he wanted it to move, what the profile should be. And we went step by step in sketching things out and trying to build a form that kind of met those requirements.
What you're about to see now, kids, don't try it at home. You can try it at, what did I tell you? I told you not to try it at home, but here I am trying it. Don't try it at home, but try it in your boat. That's a big one, guys. That's not one of the smaller ones. Okay, he's probably medium-sized ones. Didn't I just say that? Didn't I tell you that this was gonna be good on this point? You better not outdo me, that's all I know. Oh yeah, see, that's what I got him scared. I got him scared. I got him scared. We won't catch a hydrilla gorilla. Now, that was a little fatter than the rest of them that we caught today.
Yeah, John.
Let's see here, watch this. I'm not done with him. Let me throw this.
Pull us out a little more.
Yeah, let's just pump him. We don't. You got a body image that we have. You could scare him if you get a little too close. Just pump, let it drop, pump. I'm watching that line, pump. Oh, we got it. He got it.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes, it's a good. What do you mean? Bro, this is what I do. This is what I do. I literally have made hundreds of quarters doing this. Swallowed it. Bro, fish literally swallow. I'm gonna have to retie because his lips are like rawing my line down. Oh, wait a minute. That's not way that.
Hurry, here comes the tax man.
Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah. Okay, I want to show you something. You want to know if this is gonna be the real deal? Oh, I'm sorry. You want to know if this is gonna be the real deal? Huh? Is it gonna be a real deal? You tell me, because I don't know. I'm looking for feedback here. Jeez. I don't have a degree. I don't have a doctorate degree, but I could be a surgeon. Get 5 more seconds of that, because that's good stuff. 5, 4, 3, 2, release. Hey guys, I'm gonna show you how to retrieve a chatterbait. This is key in fishing today, especially the way that we're fishing the chatterbait and the contacts. I'll cast my bait out just about to where I can see the edge of the hydrilla. And as soon as it hits the water, I'm gonna probably take up line pretty quickly, because a lot of that hydrilla near the shore is gonna be really shallow. So as soon as I get it out towards the edge and I get it in about 4 or 5 foot of water, I let that bait sink down to the hydrilla. I'm actually letting it bury up in the hydrilla, and I'm yo-yoing it out of the hydrilla. I pull it up, let it sink back. I'm watching my line go back down to the bottom. A lot of these strikes are coming as the chatterbait's falling back down. What it mimics is a dying shad. These fish are definitely 1000% today feeding on shad. So I'm making it real erratic coming up, getting his attention. That bait's falling back down in the grass. That's when I'm getting the bite. That's how I'm catching these big bass out here on this lake today. This is A+ fishing that I'm giving y'all today. You won't ever film anybody like this again. Look, go get them, go get them. Look, they're schooling. Watch this, watch this. They're schooling. Bro, they're freaking schooling. What is this? What?
Oh, did he come off?
I'm
for
going
real?
back to the front. I don't want to land him from the back. I'm going back
He
to the
just
back.
came off.
I'm going back to the back. I'm going back to the back. I'm going back to the back. Because I want to land him from the back. I want to land him from the back. I want to land him from the back. And then this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to land him from the back. Okay. Hey guys, I just want to thank all my sponsors. I got work to do. My favorite part about this bait so far is the versatility of it. Had no idea it was going to be a chatterbait trailer. It's so good on a Carolina rig. It's really good as a Texas rig flip bait. You can even use it as a swim jig trailer. There's a lot of different applications, and I'm not sure that I've explored all the possibilities of the gremlin just yet, but today was a start for sure. Dude, he had it. He's gonna get it again. He got it.
Oh, that's a nice one. That's a good one. Yo, if that thing was during the spawn, he might have been in that realm that you're looking for.
It just spawned. It just spawned on my chatterbait. It just spawned. Bro, where is the chat? I thought I had a chatterbait on. I don't. I don't know anymore.
Beauty.
Sign me up for a therapist. Sign me up for a therapist. Huh? Will somebody do that? That would be a good one during the spawn. You can see this is clearly a post-spawn fish.
Mm-hmm.
I think most of the spawning just happened when I was reeling that fish in just now. As we're fishing today, you know, Jose, he is the guy at Z-Man that designs a lot of our baits, a lot of our new baits. He designs them. But he's got all this stuff that I didn't know that we had. Hadn't even seen it, haven't heard of it. So he starts digging around the boxes. He's pulling out these little swim baits. Some of them are really small. Some of them are huge, like the size of my shoe. And he pulls out this little goby guy and he starts fishing this thing around. And dude, a goby, when in my mind, a goby representation is something that you would fish for smallmouth up north. We're in South Florida and he's catching fish on a bait that represents a goby. Oh my God, that's a big one. That's not small. Not small. Oh, I got one. I got a crappie.
Dude, that's a nice crappie.
That's a nice, because this is what I catch, is nice fish.
Wow.
Wow. Wow, Jose, that's one like I catch, bro. Do you need me to, let me do something for you. Oh no, did you?
No, I was just giving him a little more space.
Oh my God.
Pretty fish. Look at the
I don't know where the bait is.
That's way down there.
Okay. I got you. Yeah, just. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't even know. Don't ask me because I don't know. I don't know where it's at. That's one like you catch.
Yeah, it's a good one. Way down the hatch.
Yeah, he's one of the darker ones. He's like me. That's one of the African breeds. That's one of those Zimbabwe bass right there.
A little goby.
Hey, Jose, you know, I just tied on a swim jig, it's a white swim jig. Since all these fish, you can obviously tell they're feeding on shad. I think a swim jig would be a good idea to kind of skip around some of these tulies that I see right down the bank there. We'll just swim this thing by there. It'll look just like a shad. I got the gremlin on the back of it too. 3/8 ounce swim jig. I think the way that sets up and it's kind of sparse, I feel like if we just kind of flip our swim jigs around this stuff, we'll probably catch one.
All right,
let's try that. Let's just try that. I think it's a great idea on that kind of stuff. Boy, I bet this pond is good when they're small. Look at that grass movement. Oh, we got it. Oh.
Dude, nice one. Hell yeah.
The commentary goes like this. Brian Latimer pulls up, he sees a stretch of tulies. He perceives that there's going to be a bass there, ties on a swim jig, white in color, puts the gremlin on it, goes on to catch a bass with one of the best hook sets of the day. Carry on, folks, carry on. We could have flipped this too.
Yeah.
We could have flipped this. This looks flippy. Oh, can you do it? I don't think you can do it. Bro, it's a big one. It's a big one. It's a big one. It's not a small one, bro. Look at the ones with him. Look at the ones with him. Oh my God. Oh, I'm tangled up. Bro, that fish turned the boat around.
Bro, this thing's huge.
That thing's huge. Do you have enough rod? You want me to help or no?
I got her.
He said, I got her, so calmly. Oh yes. Oh my God. Bro, this isolated grass is the deal. Come on, Jose. What do you got? You are not going to swing that fish. You're not going to swing the fish. He's not going to swing the fish. He's not swinging the fish.
Dude, just smoked the gremlin.
Oh my God, guys. Oh my God, folks. What is that on? What did you do? Is that a swim jig?
A swim jig, yeah, with the gremlin as a trailer.
Oh my God.
Smoked it.
Bro, that's a 7.5, 8 pounder.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Awesome,
Boom.
dude. Good job designing this bait, man.
Oh, dude. Thanks
Good
for the
job.
help. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Guys, the gremlin is gonna catch you fish. You've seen the proof in the pudding today. We've had an awesome time out here fishing. We caught them almost every way possible to rig this bait. You can rig it as a jig trailer. You can rig it as a swim jig trailer, as a chatterbait trailer. You can drag it on a swing head. You can drag it on a Carolina rig. You can flip it as a Texas rig and punch it around the grass. There's a lot of ways to fish it. That's why I wanted it. Jose and I worked on this bait for about 1.5 years. We just kept tweaking it a little bit at a time. Getting the formula right, getting the plastic formulation right, getting the size, the profile. I think we got it, bro.
I think we got it. Yeah, this thing's killer.
I think it's killer. Look for the gremlin in a tackle store near you. You're gonna catch fish like that one. Listen, old school fishing, that's not just a freshwater bass fishing thing. Small boats, small water, old school techniques, baits, lures, colors. That transposes to all different types of fishing. I never had this opportunity when I was growing up, but now that my exploration has taken me to the coast, it's been probably one of my favorite things to do in my spare time. In my opinion, this is probably going to be one of the toughest, I would say, one of the toughest trips that I've ever tried to do. 70-mile one way. We've got a cold front that just went through. It's extremely cold today. It was like 70 degrees yesterday. Today the wind's blowing 20 to 30 miles an hour and it's about 50 degrees. So a 20-degree shift in weather is probably going to jack the fishing up a little bit. We also have to calculate the time and the fuel. A 70-mile run and this aluminum boat, which holds about 30 gallons of gas, we have to calculate everything perfectly in order to make this a successful trip. the perfect little spot to catch one. Oh, he got one.
There we
He got him. The trout.
Oh, that's a good. That's a better
really
one.
good trout, too. That's a trout like I kept. Now, Ryan, I'm gonna have to tell you something, okay? Now, I know you're a saltwater guy. I'm a freshwater guy that comes to the saltwater. We don't really throw those back, okay?
All right.
That's a
sounds good to
fried
me.
fish there. I'm a grocery hunter. And y'all do what you want to like that. You can't cancel me, it's my show. You can't cancel me, it's my show.
Yeah.
You can't cancel me on my own show.
Another good one.
That's another good one. Trout, now yours is a lot bigger. He's got a lot more stank, but he's got a lot more
yeah.
booty on the one that Ryan's got. Redfish, 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 dock fishing for the reds. It seems like I always do better with redfish on the docks. I don't know why that is. The locals refer to these as puppy drum.
Rat
Yeah.
red.
Rat reds. Oh, what you got, Ryan?
Another rat red.
Another rat reds. Just call us Rat Man. Yeah, that's me. Hey, we are on stage 2 of the slam though.
Yes, sir.
Now, I've done quite a bit of coastal fishing in my time. However, I've never been to any of these areas, so that presents its own challenge in and of itself. I don't know exactly where I can and can't navigate my boat. There's a lot of long creek arms, and if the tide catches me on a bad tide swing, it could end bad.
I'm looking right here on my map. You see this creek? It meanders way back in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
With it being low tide, I think, see that? There's a bridge right there.
Mm-hmm.
If we can get back there, it looks like there's a little bit of a sandbar right here
Yeah.
in that corner. If we can get over that sandbar right there and make it back there to that bridge, I would imagine it's got to be a little bit deeper right there. We should be able to catch a few fish. We just
Yeah.
have to try it and see.
Let's give it a
I don't
shot.
know. The biggest thing is, can we get over this sandbar? If we can get over it, you know, I mean, we got a hydraulic jack plate and everything, so that helps. But if there's an oyster bar there, it won't be good. It will not be good. We made it. We did get over that one little high spot, just easy as pie. So we know worst case scenario, we can get back out.
Yeah.
Because the tide's gonna be coming in. So that little wooden structure bridge thing should be right around the corner here. Hopefully it should, dude, it makes sense for fish to be here, but you know how that goes.
Oh yeah.
We've tried a lot of water today and haven't got bit. I mean, but maybe this will work. I don't know, maybe it'll work. I'm gonna try the same baits until I know better. Keep throwing my swim bait.
Yeah.
This looks really good. I like how he got some barnacles on the wall there, barnacles on the poles, a little bit of grass here to hold some shrimp and some snails. Got him. Got him. Got him. Did you see
Well, I
it?
felt it and I thought he
I
let it go.
know. I
He didn't
saw
let
it.
it
I saw it. Ryan was like, oh, I got one too. Reds, we're getting the slam done, buddy. That slam is going down today. 2/3 of the way done.
There we go.
Ryan's is a lot bigger as usual. Ryan throws his swim bait up there, right? And I'm like, I'm seeing his rod tip out of my peripheral. I'm like, hey, bro, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You gonna set the hook? You gonna cook a pizza? What are you gonna do? And I was looking, I was like, man, that sure does look like a fish to me.
It definitely felt like a fish.
Oh,
that's
rats.
a tube.
There's that part. Oh, you got it, good. Dude, that was awesome.
That was the first cast too, wasn't it? Dude, that was a good call.
Yeah.
Good call to come back here because I didn't know. When you come back to stuff like this, you never know if it's actually gonna be any good or not. It's so much stuff looks good on the map, and you get back there and then it's, you know, it's trash. That's him, guys. That's him, guys. If I can get him out, I don't know. I think he's
Yeah, the structure.
I think he's out. Is it? I don't know where he's at. Oh, he's going the other way.
Whoa.
He's going the other way. Come out, come out. Do I got him? I think I got him.
You're close.
I got him out.
You
I got him out. I got him out. I got him out. I got him out. Oh, that's one of the
That's
better
a
ones.
good one.
That's a good one.
That's
a good one.
real good one.
That one goes towards the slam. That's a good red. Bro, look at my line. I don't know if I'll make it in. I don't know if I actually get him in. Look at my line. My line is shredded. Oh my God. My line is shredded. Look how pretty that
is
fish
beautiful.
is. Oh my God. Oh my God, please line, hold up. I almost got him. Almost got him. Almost got him. I think I can get him. Right, I think it's like any second now this line could break. Okay. Come here. Oh, almost got it. Come here. Oh my God, he's still running. I thought it was over. I'm like tired of laying down. My legs are going numb. It's hooked good, it's just that my line. I guess there's no way the hook will come out. It's just the line.
He is not giving
It's
up.
done. He's not giving up. Fish is hooked
Oh,
plenty
look
good.
at the phrase on your
I
line.
know, bro, look at it. It's literally like cotton. Come here, I got him.
Yeah.
That is the most awkward grab ever. Yes. Oh, bro, I knew that was one of the better ones.
Heck
Man,
yeah.
look at the colors
He's
on
got
that
some
thing.
shoulders.
Oh my God. I cannot believe my fishing line held up to that thing.
Wow, look.
That was so
Just
cool.
look at the cheese.
Look at it.
Dude,
It looks like yarn.
you took a cheese grater to it.
Yes, bro. I can't believe it held up.
You fishing with twine.
Yeah, so that's why exactly what I was talking about. I always fish with 20 down here for that very reason, because I know that all the barnacles and oysters. Purple demon, baby. Purple demon. I just got through talking about that too. Look at that thing. We only got one more fish to go.
That's it.
It's working out. It's working out. But pause a minute. We just want to say a prayer and say our goodbyes to my 20-pound test fluorocarbon line that I used today. Oh my God. Let's see. You want to see how easy this is going to break? This is how thin the line is. When they say it's a thin line, that's how thin the line is. That's what they mean. That's why it's so important. I talk about this all the time and people are like, oh bro, you got to tighten up your drag. You got to use a stiff rod. That's why you want a rod that's got a little bit of bend. It's my signature series rod, B-Lat 6-stick. That's why you got to have the right line, right setup. That's why you always see my drag is a little loose for situations like that. Because if I would have tightened my drag up right there at the end, that fish is gone. Like you saw how easy that line broke. Jeez, bro. That gets me all jacked up every time. Gets me all jacked up and singing. There he is. That's the, oh. Dude, I hate to leave the spot, but like there's no way we're gonna make it to Charleston if we don't leave now. So move to Edisto.
Yeah.
And see if we can run. There was 2 creeks in particular that I looked at. They look pretty juicy. One, you go all the way back to the back. I looked at it on Google Earth, and if we make it back there to this one creek, I feel like there should be some fish back there. It has one dock
Yeah.
all the way back. It's like 4 miles back in this creek right there. And if we make it back there,
Oh yeah.
I think
Yeah. There
it
should
could be
definitely
another spot similar like that.
Let's go.
Edisto Beach was originally settled by the Edisto Indians, but it was rediscovered by the Spanish in the late 16th century. Now, Edisto Island is completely uncommercialized. The Edisto River is considered the longest free-flowing backwater river in the United States and one of the longest worldwide. The Edisto is the only major river in South Carolina that is entirely contained inside the state borders. Oh, that's a red. That's a big one. Big one. You got one too?
I'm on that piling.
That's a big
all
one.
up on that piling.
Bro, we got two at the same time. I'm gonna anchor mode us. Bro, that is crazy. We fished around the front of that dock, and as soon as we came around the backside, oh, he broke.
Yeah.
I got mine. Got it.
You got yours.
I got him. I got him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm just out here being vicious and delicious is all it is to it. Man, we fished around this dock around the front on the deeper side. And I was like, you know, maybe we should just slide back there in the back and see if they're up feeding. A lot of times they get feeding around the catwalks. But fishing around docks is that's always fun because you got it's like one-on-one battle. You got to try to get them out of the dock. You got to make the cast into the dock. Jeez. Uh-oh, Ryan. You ain't gonna get him. You ain't gonna get him, Ryan. Come. Let's go. Come on, Ryan. Look, that's a pretty one, too. That's every fisherman / YouTuber / TV host. Oh, that fish is so pretty. Every fish. This fish can be so ugly. He can be the ugliest fish ever. So when you catching him, he pretty. That fish is so pretty. Look at the colors. You got to hit him with that. Look at the colors. This fish is just so beautiful. God dang. Bro.
Some grown ones.
Bro, you need like a rod for this.
Rod.
We're not set up for this. Ryan, there's no way I'm going to get that fish out. Like I hit him as hard as I could as soon as he bit. I did, bro. I never had a chance. I ain't got a chance. No chance. Bro, we're literally like 5 foot away from it. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try them without a leader. We need like 50-pound test to turn those.
Where's a flipping stick when you need
Bro,
it?
you need a flipping stick and you need like one of those grouper rods and like when it hits the bottom, bro, and it's down there just like, that is the hardest strike I have ever had.
So the one that I got out, I felt him and I waited till he swam this way.
That makes sense because when I set the hook on, a lot of times I scare a fish. You know what I'm saying?
You scare fish.
You know what I'm saying? I set the hook and I actually scare a bass. All right, so I'm going straight braid. Straight braid. I'm gonna go with my trout trick because that current is rolling through there pretty good. And you need, to me, it's just easier to keep him on the bottom. Oh, Ryan. Oh, did you let him hold it again?
Yeah.
That's smart. Come on, Ryan. Put your back into it, Ryan. Ryan, put your back into it. He literally put his back into it. He literally put his back into it. Come on, Ryan.
Got him out.
You got him out. Dude, Ryan's doing it the smart way. I didn't think of that.
Look at his face is all muddy. You can tell
Oh
he
my
was
God,
he
it
was
is.
digging. He was
He's
like,
down
no,
there
let me
in
down
the
there.
mud. What bait are you using now?
That's the 5-inch jerk shads. Fried bologna.
Big time bologna guy over here.
Oh yeah.
Is that a big one?
Oh, this is a pretty one.
Dude, and like, they're not that big. They're big, don't get me wrong, but it's like.
He swallowed it.
Oh,
Yeah. Here we
dude, finding fish like this on a place you've never fished before, crazy. Like, it's cool, like, you know, when you fish around home and you catch fish, and like, that's cool, like, you know they're on this spot, you pull it to a spot, you know, like, hey man, usually I throw a 4-inch swim bait by this or that. But when you come to a place you've never been to before and you find them, it's just, it does something to you on the inside. It feels like it's no other sense of accomplishment You just use like past knowledge from fishing places and you actually catch fish, it is a feeling like you've never felt before. There you go. There you go. There you go.
All right, yours is bigger this time.
Oh yeah, I got one bigger this time. I got one bigger this time. Man, this is neat. I'm not going anywhere. I hate to tell you, like, we had plans for this trip to make 3 stops. Planning to start out in Buford, go to Edisto. As far as I'm concerned, you know, then make it to Charleston. But there's not many days that you get like this as a fisherman. So I'm gonna spend my time right here where the fishing's good. Maybe tomorrow we can make it to Charleston. Maybe we never make it to Charleston. Oh, he's done. Done.
It's not over till it's over.
Oh, Ryan. Oh boy.
Not the same piling.
Can you get him?
Oh, we got him.
You got him out.
Oh.
You got him out, but did you get him?
You lost that time.
He lost. Did you get him? Ooh, look at his head.
That's a pretty
Look at his head. I'd say Edisto's got a few fish around it.
There's a few fish around.
I might move to Edisto. All right, I want to get the bacon, egg, and cheese croissant and also a peach mint tea. A little bit of a plot shift. Ryan and I, we got a little carried away yesterday. We were having fun. There's not many times you get to set up on fish like that. So we didn't make it to Charleston. We didn't make it to Charleston in our allotted time frame. So what we're gonna do today, Ryan is not able to fish with me today. Work is getting in the way of our fishing trip together. So Ryan's going back to work. Today, I'm actually gonna trailer my boat down to Charleston. I'm gonna continue the journey. So not really sure, don't really know what to expect in that area that we're gonna be fishing today, but we failed. We didn't make it. We caught too many fish. That was not in the plan. Oh, it's fish. Didn't think it was. Honestly didn't. What is it? Oh my God! The flounder! It's the flounder! Yes! Dude, I knew it was fighting funny. Bro, that is a big flounder too. That is the flounder. Oh my God, I gotta get this guy in. I'm gonna put it on anchor mode. I've gotta get, that is a giant flounder, dude. This is exactly what we needed. Dude, that is a big one. That is a big one. I don't think I can swing him. I got him on small line. Oh, look at the size of that thing. Hope he doesn't bite my hand off. Bro, look at that. Yes! Yes! Mission complete, baby. Yes! Oh my God. Bro, you could not have wrote the story any better. Look at that. These are the most unique fish that you will ever find. You would never find anything like this in freshwater. Look at how many colors they have on the back. I don't know if you call this the back, but check this out. If you've never seen a flounder before, check this out. Completely white on the backside. Dude, that is a keeper flounder too. Every bit of 16 to 18 inches long. Both of his eyes are across the top. No eyes on the back. Just need a piece of loaf of bread, dude. I just need a piece of loaf of bread. Bro, and not only did we catch the flounder, mission complete, but we also caught it on a bass lure. This bait was made to drop shot for smallmouth. Dude, we caught it, we got it. Yo, oh my God. Oh, as the young folks say, just showing a little bit of riz out here. Just a little bit of riz.
get around that and break my line off. Oh no, he got the duck coming out. Oh, he's gonna break my line off on that thing. Oh, that metal, he's gonna 100% break my line. He's like, please let me go. That fish has no clue what's going on right now. The fish has no clue. I can see the frays in my line from here. If I could just get on the back side. In a tournament, I would be freaking out right about now. If I could just learn how to stay this calm, if I could learn how to stay that calm, I'd probably be at least hundreds of dollars more rich by now. Definitely not thousands of dollars. That's the first one on the chatterbait. Just a little keeper. I think these fish may be spawning today. Let me tell you all a little bit about what we're doing today. Fishing early spring, cloudy, rainy day. But I like these kind of days because when it's cloudy, when it's rainy like this, in the springtime, it's a warm rain. It's like 60 degrees today. Warm rain brings those fish up shallow. When they come up shallow this time of the year, they come to do it gets X-rated real fast. Oh, he's still on there. Oh yeah. He's right there on the bank, bro. He's right there on the bank. Rose gold. Rose gold. Rose gold. Rose gold. I just renamed this chatterbait. Now I know I said I was gonna fish the gremlin today. What you don't realize is that I am fishing the gremlin. I'll talk to you a little bit about it, okay? Yeah, just a nice little 2 3/4, 3 pounder. Not much. You know what I'm saying? My boy from California is just a little mini muffin topper, you know what I'm saying? Just a little mini. I'm gonna throw him back. Now, I told you that I was gonna fish the gremlin, right? And you say, well, Brian, I see you chunking and winding. I thought you were supposed to play the gremlin. Wait a minute, Walter. I am fishing the gremlin. I'm throwing it as a chatterbait trailer. This is the new chatterbait Evo. This chatterbait ain't really rose gold, but I call it, that blade to me looks rose gold. You know, like when you go to order an iPhone and they ask you what color you want, they're like rose gold, mint green, they got all those colors. I call it rose gold. I think we call this bluegill color, and I took a gremlin, cut him in half, put him on the back of my chatterbait as a chatterbait trailer. I bet you didn't know that was gonna be a good chatterbait trailer. You didn't know, but now you know. This is a creature bait called the gremlin. This is one I worked on a very long time with Z-Man. I want to tell you a couple special things about this product. Obviously, this profile is probably something that you may have seen before. That's not the special thing about this guy. For me, the thing is, obviously being elastic, we know the bait's gonna last longer, it's gonna hold a hook better, but we wanted to go that extra length, so we actually changed the formula just for this bait. The formula of the plastic. This plastic allows for the hook to stay in the plastic much better, which means you don't hang up as bad when you're crawling it around wood. A lot of times when you're fishing a creature bait, you're throwing it on a Carolina rig, you're bringing it through some structure, through grass, you're bringing it over laydowns, you're flipping it in grass or lily pad stems. And it requires a different formula of elastic to be able to fish that stuff efficiently with. So we got a different formula for the gremlin just so it holds a hook better, so you can put that bait in the structure a lot more efficiently. If we put the bait in the structure more efficiently, we're gonna catch more fish, right? Oh, did you see him? Did you see him? Saw that fish come from a mile away. He waked up behind it. That was so cool. I was winding it down the bank, and you could see him V-line towards it. That was about as cool. About as cool. All right. He wakes up behind it. I was throwing it down through there, a beeline, fast, 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 fast. Come up, boom, just right behind the thing. Come back out, baby, come back out. You come out. You come back out. Dude, he come back out. He come back out. I can't believe he come back out. I thought that fish was gone. I thought that fish was every bit of just gone. But he come back out. Oh. Ah. I thought he was gonna come back out. That did not suck whatsoever. Did you see that thing? Did you see that thing? He waked. He waked. I was rolling that literally in inches of water right over there. Almost at the dead back of the creek, literally in inches of water, rolling that thing up high. I'm burning it pretty fast. The one reason I'm fishing it fast right now is when they're in real shallow water like that, you want to keep the bait up high, obviously. But secondly, when you roll it fast, I don't want to give him time. I want him to be sitting on his bed, minding his business, just whoa, oh, you know, just kind of hit him with the Mike Tyson 2-punch, you know, hit him like that. So that's why I'm reeling it fast, keeping it up top. Don't give them much time to think about it. See, I'm burning it. I'm actually waking that bait too, which is cool when they come up and bite it, dude.
When it comes to bass fishing, this is what I'm looking for. Springtime bass fishing is always the best fishing of the year. There's still specific details and rules that you can follow once you're out on the water, once the water temperature reaches about 60 degrees. Personally, I like to look for flatter pockets and coves. That's where the most stable water is. The flatter pockets and coves usually hold spawners much better than the deeper ditches. During this time of the year, I like to make my casts very precise. When I'm fishing around visual targets, I like to make multiple casts. That way, I can agitate those bigger females into committing.
That didn't really suck that bad. That really sucked that bad. That didn't suck that bad at all. Oh, I see something. I see something, I see something. All right, so tell you a little bit about what I just did. I did take the Rose Gold 3/8 Evo chatterbait and I put a gremlin on the back of it. But let's get to something more important. You see the red eyes? Anytime you see you catch a little 1.5 pound, 2 pound bass and he's got the red eyes, telltale sign that they're up on the banks making love. He had somebody over there. You fill in the blank on the rest of it, okay? You fill in the blank. Here comes a bite right here, probably. Oh, he had it. He totally had it. Did you hear me call it? I was like, here goes a bite right here. And I threw up there, and he was 100% there. He just, like, when they're spawning like that, they do a bunch of that. Like, that's just a part of fishing for them when they're spawning. Now I can try to throw I'm gonna try to throw my little Texas rig up there and see if maybe he'll bite that. Dude, look at that. That was a stop, bro. Look at that. Look at that. Bro, it don't get much better than that. I was rolling that thing. I was rolling it down the side. It's very clear to me that all of these fish today are spawning. Very clear. I'm gonna show you where you put your cast. Look, where you put your cast. Go ahead and get you. My guys, the film, they call this S&Q. Get a little bit of S&Q of that right there, okay? I know exactly what's going on. So this is what's going on. Where you put your cast, where you put this chatterbait at, where you put this gremlin at today means more than it probably ever will any other time of the year. 100% sure that the fish are spawning at this point because I've made several casts out in the middle of this flat. There's some scattered grass out in the middle and 7-8 foot of water. But every time I roll the chatterbait, literally this far from the shoreline, I get a bite. What's unusual though, is a lot of times when fish are spawning like this, you can usually throw back in there. You usually can throw back in there and catch them the second time. But on this trip, once you get in anchor mode, thank you, motor god. It's a hard job out here, but somebody's got to make these TV shows, you know what I'm saying? If I don't make them, who's going to make them? I've been given the gift. I have to give the gift back to you. You know what I'm saying, baby? Hey, there ain't nothing that ain't cool about it. I like going out there and catching a few crappie on some micro finesse. Thank you, Z-Man. But whatever you do, you can make all the gear you want. Please don't stop making the chatterbait. That's all I ask. There's one thing I request. There's one thing I ask. Don't stop making the chatterbait, my guy, because I'm gonna need it. That's a big one. That's a big one, bro. Big fish, big fish.
So cool. Saw that fish strike again. Holy crap. Saw that fish strike. Come literally out of 0 foot of water. Out of no water. Oh my God. The entire chatterbait is literally engulfed. Get back. Holy smokes. It does not get much better than that. Come here, let me get you. The entire chatterbait engulfed. Look at that. Rose gold down his throat. That was so cool. I saw that fish come up. The key today is burning that chatterbait fast as you can. I got a 7.3 to gear ratio, 7.3 to 1 gear ratio reel. Burning it right on the top of the surface. Just right on, not right on top, right under the surface. Whew. That is a good one right there, buddy. Right down through here like this. Now I'll catch one. Now I'll catch one. Bro, how cool is that? Did I just not say that? I said, now I'll catch one. As soon as you get the angle is everything. When you're catching these fish, this is a different way to catch spawners. That's a different way to catch spawners. I mean, come on. Huh? Call Tupac. Huh? You know, get him on the phone. Tupac, where you at? That's a little short, chunky. Ugh. He's just a little chunky one. It's all the angle. When you're pitching right at the bank, that's not it. You'll get very few bites like that because you're not bringing your chatterbait in the strike zone long enough. But the moment that you throw that bait, see how I'm putting that chatterbait just in those really tight spots? So one thing I do like about a chatterbait though is you can put it in places, like you can put it, you know what I'm saying? You can put it, you can skip it like a little missile, get in it. That is a freaking, gosh. Bro, do you see that big sucker there? I skipped it under there. Holy smokes, bro. That is a freaking giant. That is a freaking nature right there. Oh, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Oh, I think I only got 15-pound test on. I can't be too forceful with that one. He's definitely not gonna be a boat. Oh my God. That's not a boat flipper. Oh my God, look at that fish. Look at that fish. That's a 7-pounder. Let me get your hands on you. Let me get my hands on you. I got my hands on him. I got my hands on him. Ah! Yes. Oh my God. Bro. Next time, wherever you live, wherever you go, put you on a chatterbait Evo. Throw him around the bank where you know them bass are spawning. Throw the chatterbait Evo. Hey, if you really want to get saucy with it, put that gremlin on the back of it, because God dang, you might catch you one of them, boy. Oh, my God, that's a freaking giant, dude.